Hey there guys, I'm Mr. right here just stopping by to share another video lesson with you. So today is Monday and today you have your AP biology exam. So I really do want to give you guys some good luck on that test. I know that you guys, it's your first AP mock exam that you're taking and it's online. So make sure and make certain that you're giving it your all and that you're using this as a practice so that way you can get better for test day. Also, guys, remember that we only have 2 more weeks of review. So we have 2 weeks of mock testing and reviewing. And then the next 2 weeks after that, you will be AP testing. So make certain that you're already getting in the rhythm and you're getting prepared for your exam. So that way you guys know exactly what is expected of you and you know exactly how to tackle the test. So today I did want to spend some time practicing a little bit. So remember, our test will consist of FRQ and only writing. So today I want to practice a little bit more. Now, today, this assignment will be due on Friday. So when it's Friday, no later than 11:59 p.m., you can get this submitted. So I would much rather you get it submitted today, Monday, or perhaps Tuesday, whenever you find the time. But do not leave it till the end. And also, whenever you sit down to work on this assignment, please make certain that you're actually taking about 25 minutes per question. So if I give you 2 FRQ questions, that's only 50 minutes that you should be spending on the FRQ. So that way you're more efficient when responding. Remember, on the real test day, you're only going to have about 50 minutes. Of those 50 minutes, you have 5 minutes to upload each question. So 5 minutes to upload question number one, 5 minutes to upload question number two. Now, I do want you to practice as hard as possible so that way you deliver and you do really well. So let's go ahead and just dive right into it. So today it says 4-year-old Naomi is developing normally. She is about to start her schooling and has a strong relationship with her parents and her older brother. Okay. So it says part A. Explain how Naomi's relationship with her parents might develop based on each of the following stages or concepts: trust versus mistrust, secure attachment, and contact comfort. So this is what we're taking care of as a guided practice. So we're working on this together as a class, and then you as an individual are finishing off part B and part C. So part B just states Naomi's older brother convinces her that a nickel is worth more than a dime because it is larger. He also often hits and punches her stuffed animals, which makes Naomi cry because she thinks they are hurt. Naomi loves puppies and assumes that everyone else loves puppies as well. So explain how the following might relate to what Naomi can or cannot understand at her age, according to Paget's theory of cognitive development. So they want you to talk about conservation, animism, and egocentrism. And then for part C, the very last part that you need to work on as independent practice would be this one. It says, explain how Naomi's early experiences might relate to the following concepts later in her life: intimacy versus isolation. And that's it. So today, as an individual, you're only working on 4 entries, so 4 words. And as guided practice, we're working on 3 words. So we're working on trust versus mistrust, secure attachment, and contact comfort. Now, if you guys for any reason don't know what these words are, or you don't remember, let's go ahead and cover them really briefly. So trust versus mistrust. In general, according to Erik Erikson, trust versus mistrust is the first stage of his psychosocial stages, in which a child determines if the world is a safe and dependable place. Awesome. So we're completely done with that part. Now, an example of how to use it when explaining is if Naomi's parents provide her with food and nourishment and attend to her needs when she is hungry or scared, she will develop trust in the world. If they do not, she will learn that she cannot depend on others to take care of her, even her most basic needs. Perfect. So then we jump on to secure attachment. In general, according to Mary Ainsworth, children begin to demonstrate attachment to the primary caregiver in the first year and a half of their lives. Those who are securely attached will demonstrate stress when left alone with a stranger. These children will seek contact with their caregiver once he or she returns before playing independently. For example, if Naomi has a secure attachment with her mother, she will likely be upset when her mother leaves and will not be easily comforted by someone other than her mother. When her mother returns, she will seek physical contact with her mother before she starts to play with her toys or engage in other activities on her own. Awesome. So now let's talk about contact comfort. That is the last one we're doing as guided practice. So in general, according to Harry Harlow, a sense of attachment forms between mother and child not because the other provides food, but because she provides comfort when the child is distressed or scared. For example, if Naomi is scared or distressed, she will seek out physical contact with her mother because this will provide her with comfort and security. Wonderful. So we've actually taken care of the definitions for the three entries as well as the explanations. So now, if we really interpret the entire thing, right, part A says explain how Naomi's relationship with her parents might develop based on each of the following stages or concepts: trust versus mistrust, secure attachment, contact, comfort. So we define them and we give an explanation. So now this is how we should have been answering. So this is what we're working on as a class, these three entries. So it says trust versus mistrust. Follow with me so you have part A complete. And remember, as soon as you're done with part A, you will be jumping on to finishing part B and part C by yourselves as independent practice. So let's finish this guided practice together. So trust versus mistrust. According to Erik Erikson, the concept of trust versus mistrust refers to the development of a trusting relationship that a child forms with their caretakers in the first few years of life. If Naomi can rely on her parents to take care of her physical and emotional needs, then she will likely grow up to be able to depend on those around her and to take care of her needs. Awesome. So then, secure attachment. Mary Ainsworth examined the different types of attachment that children around the age of 1 have with their parents. Children with a secure attachment express dismay and sadness when their caretakers leave and seek contact with their caretaker when they return. Securely attached children also seem to exhibit a fear of strangers and demonstrate a strong preference for their own caretaker. If Naomi has a secure attachment to her parents, she will likely be upset when they leave and want a hug or cuddle when they return before beginning to play again independently. So you see, here we have just merged the definition of trust versus mistrust and the explanation with the response, and we did the same thing for secure attachment. Now we're going to answer this other part, contact comfort. So contact comfort, right? Harry Harlow believed that contact comfort uh, was more important than biological needs. He tested the concept of contact comfort by running an experiment in which he set up baby monkeys with different mothers, one made up of wire and one made up of cloth. Harlow found that the monkeys demonstrated a strong preference for the cloth mother because she was softer and more comforting than the wire mother. If Naomi feels comforted by her parents when she is scared or simply wants support, this will likely produce a strong attachment between them than if they only satisfied her basic needs for food and water. Awesome. So we have successfully answered part A. We talked about how trust versus mistrust relates to when Naomi is going through secure attachment and contact comfort. Now what you guys need to do is finish off the prompt. So you need to finish off part B and part C. So part B says, Naomi's older brother convinces her that a nickel is worth more than a dime because it is larger. He also often hits and punches her stuffed animals, which makes Naomi cry because she thinks that they are hurt. Naomi loves puppies and assumes that everyone else loves puppies as well. So now we need to explain how the following might relate to Naomi and how she can and cannot understand those around her, and also talk about Piaget's theory of cognitive development and how they relate to it. So conservation, animism, egocentrism. And then we need to talk about intimacy versus isolation. So if you guys needed an update as to like remembering what these were, remember in general, animism is just, according to Piaget, when a child in the pre-operational stage of a cognitive development gives human characteristics to animate objects. So they literally animate objects, they give human characteristics or lively characteristics to things or objects that are not alive. Egocentrism. Well, egocentrism is when children in the pre-operational stage of development believe that we or that the world revolves around their own feelings and thoughts. So, egocentrism is the fact that children cannot place themselves in other people's shoes or perceptions or points of views at this age. Intimacy versus isolation. So, in this social stage, Eric Erickson proposed that during the stage, it's when young adults seek a potential life partner or feel isolated and alone in the world. So, intimacy versus isolation. And then the very last one that you needed to use was, oh, so that's it. That's it, actually. So it was only those four. So intimacy versus isolation, egocentrism, animism, and conservation. So go ahead and finish this off, guys. Finish part B, part C, get it submitted so that way I can give you a grade for it. Remember, this will be one of the only grades for this week on top of the FRQ mock exam that you have tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that and be ready to tackle that down. Also, just keep in mind that you need to start reviewing for all courses so that way you do a lot better on your AP exams. Make sure that you're submitting all your work for all your courses, guys. And if you're falling behind, just simply let us know. Send us a message. Keep us updated on what's going on your end so that way we can help you out, because sometimes we just don't know what's going on our students' end. And it's just best for you to reach out and always keep us on the loop so we can just be there for you and guide you and help you out no matter the situation. So thank you very much for stopping, guys, and have a great day.